All right, hey y'all, this is Mark and Jacqueline Kennedy from Break a Leg Talent. We have a few new talent here today, Justin and Brian, and we're just welcoming them into Break a Leg Talent. We've done our introductions and now we're going to jump right on in. Now, guys, Brian and Justin, you know, as an actor, you need to always be prepared. You need to be early and you need to be prepared. And what we mean by being prepared is if you are considered an actor, you must always have a monologue prepared, maybe two. Now, I want you guys to do a monologue each, but before you do, I'm going to tell you a quick story. I'm a big story guy. I went to Houghton Talent. This is when I first got to Atlanta. Went to Houghton Talent to get them to represent me. And I go in and I meet with Sally. Sally is a great agent over there. I don't know if she's still there or not. And go in her office and she's got a mic set up and, desk, and she's next door to one of the other agents in Houghton Talent. And so she has me sit down and she says, Mark, I want you to do a monologue. Now, I got to tell y'all, disclaimer, I'm one of those people, I'm more improv than study monologue. So I didn't have a monologue prepared, but I couldn't tell her that. So I took a minute and she said, start when you're ready. So I took a minute and I turned in the chair I was sitting in, I turned facing the chair. It's kind of like my back to her. And I thought of the saddest thing I could think of. Saddest thing. And I'll tell you what it is while I'm telling you this story. And so I began my monologue and I got into it and I'm talking to the chair. And, that sadness really kicked in. It's the worst thing I could ever think of in life. And that is, say, losing a parent. And so I was locked in on that. And I told my story, I went through it. I couldn't tell you the verbiage because I was making it up as I went along. And when I got to the end, I almost wanted to cry. That's how deep I was into it. And I guess I said scene, or I said something that let her know I was finished. And when I turned around, she was bawling. She was crying her ass off. I was like, oh, it worked. And the agent next door to her was like, oh man, that was good. That was good. I was like, oh man, I was hoping she didn't have me repeat it because I wouldn't know how to repeat it. But the point was I was confident in my improvisational skills, which I had studied for a long time. Because when you go to audition, sometimes they'll give you a script. And the first thing that they tell you is make it your own. And
Right.
you've got like 30 seconds or something like that to read the script and make it your own. And you're trying to get off the paper, off book. And so the only way for me to do that at an audition is to improv it. And so I don't memorize the words, I memorize the tone and the feeling. And so most of my auditions, I mess up the words. I don't even worry about them, but I hit the tone and the mood and everything, and I'm convicted in the character. And so that is what comes across to the casting directors, and I book religiously doing that. With that being said, we represent you guys. We don't want you to do that unless you're good in improv. All right, so now it's your turn to do monologues. Which one of you would like to go first? Justin.
Okay, I'll go first then.
All right. All right, here y'all got it. Candid.
Perfect.
You want to be a janitor? Really? You think I'm just an untouchable peasant, don't you? Maybe so. But after pushing this broom around after shitheads like you, I've learned a few things. I read your letters. I look through your lockers. I even listen to your conversations. You didn't know that, but I do. I am the eyes and ears of this institute. Oh, and by the way, the clock is 10 minutes fast. I suggest you get going to class. Bam.
All right. All right. Jacqueline, I'll give you first notes. You're on mute.
So I like the facial expression. You were convicted. You definitely gave us everything you had sitting in that vehicle right there. You were committed to the role, definitely. So
Thank you.
I definitely thank you for that. I love the way you use your facial expression, your eyes. Um, yeah, pretty good, very good.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
the only notes I can give you is, and you wouldn't have known to do this. What I want you to do the next time you have to audition is slate
Oh,
in the
mhm.
beginning.
Oh,
And
yes,
that,
yes. I
but
didn't.
no, just listen to the feedback. Listen to the feedback first. Slate, say your piece, and then say something at the end
Scene.
that lets the person know that you're auditioning from, that you're done. Whether you say scene or
Correct.
your name again or thank you or whatever that is. All right. Moving on, we'll come right back to you, Justin. Just want you to hear those notes. Brian, you're up and we'll mute so we don't give you any.
Myself would probably be helpful. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll go off those notes and say hello. Yes, Brian Parks. And I'll do a piece from Portnoy's Complaint by Philip Roth. You know, I was walking down the street the other day and this guy just said out of nowhere, "Good morning." And I looked at him like, what the heck? And I remembered that I was walking around in a place I'd never been before, this wacky place called Iowa. But, I thought maybe it was a little different out here. So I continued to walk down the street and I hear another guy yell out, "Good morning." And I'm like, what the hell's going on around here? Then I continue on down the street and the guy looks right at me, right in my eyes, walks right by me, and says, "Good morning." And then at that moment, I realized all these people were talking to me and I couldn't believe it. I started saying it to everyone else myself. "Hey, good morning." I was saying hello to people's dogs. "Hey, good morning there, pal. How you doing, buddy?" It was such a fun, it got all over me. Then this one guy hits me with this. "How did you sleep last night?" I had to think about that for a minute. I slept okay, I guess. "How did you sleep last night?" I asked him. He says, "Like a log." And I was like, the hell is that? So I thought about it and I started to picture it. I realized I got smacked in the mouth with one of these things they're called a simile. Like a log. I got him. Thank you.
All right, I'll go first this time. All right, Brian, I like the lightness of it, but also there's a profound idea, engulfed in it. And always, a little iffy when talent they do a monologue that's real like harsh, like something with a whole lot of cursing in it, or it's racial, or it's sexual. Like your first time out, you got to really be careful to not offend or go to a dark place. And so I thought both of you guys did very well not going to a dark place. Good on the slate. I like what you guys did, and I'll shut up and let Jacqueline give her 2 cents.
Yeah. So Brian, I definitely like the fact that you kept it lighthearted. You kept it lighthearted. I wasn't quite sure where you were going with the log piece, so I was like, okay, what the log? Wait a minute. But anyway, you definitely let us know that it was a simile. So the delivery was very good. I could understand you. It seems like you took on a little accent there, which I thought was a good choice for you. Was that not an accent? That was just you?
Yeah, I honestly, this has been a little bit of a battle with me over the years. So the first play I ever did, I came off the stage and somebody goes, "Wow, that was great when you did your voice." And I was like, "Well, this is just how I talk." I didn't, so I
Okay.
didn't really put on any kind of accent there, but yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. But well, so it works. It definitely did work. So thank you for that.
All right, y'all. So that's the end of the monologues. I'd like for you to do one more thing, and this is improv. All right. So you're gonna assume you're going to an audition, and there's other people there look just like you, as men and women auditioning. And I want you guys to act as brothers going to an audition for an ice cream cone, and it'll be a commercial audition. And think subtle. And you're going to make up the script as you go. but you're going to play off each other. And so you're in the scene of the ice cream, and let's say the ice cream truck pulls up, but your older brothers, not younger brothers. All right, not kids. You're not 13 and under. You can be 13 and up. All right, but your kids going to the ice cream truck, and scene starts now.
Let's go get this, huh? What do you think?
I think we should. I'm having the sugar rush, and I think, yeah, let's do it. What flavor do you want?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm a big mint chocolate chip guy myself. So, let's dive in here and hopefully they have that. It looks like he's got a lot of flavors. It looks like a big truck. I mean, I don't know. You might have things you've never heard of before. How about you?
Well, of course, you already know my favorite ice cream is chocolate chip.
Of course,
It's
of course.
my favorite ice cream.
All right,
You
you
know
just
what?
found out neither one of y'all have any money. What you gonna do?
Oh no, we're gonna have to. I forgot my wallet.
You forgot your wallet.
Yeah.
Well, let me see.
Do you have any money?
No.
Well,
Well, maybe you think maybe he gives out a free sample or something? We can do something like that.
that's a great idea.
Well, why don't you go talk to the guy like that? I'll look around on the ground. Maybe I can find a few quarters or something. I don't know. Hey, you know what? There's a couple over there. Maybe we can ask them if we can borrow some change or something. Should we act like we lost our way or something like that? What do you think?
Well, what we could, if that's.
Let's give it a shot.
Let's just do it. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You
I'll ask.
go ahead. You ask first. Excuse me. He wants to ask you something.
Yes, hi. Thank you. We're actually a little short on some change. We want to just get an ice cream cone. Is it possible that we could borrow a dime or a quarter or something?
We need it. It's for ice cream. It's just I forgot my wallet. We live far away, and it's ice cream.
All right, scene. Thank you, guys. Jacqueline, go ahead. You give your feedback.
So what was funny for me, definitely, was that Justin threw that right on to your brother Brian. He must be the older. That he's going to ask you all something. You weren't asking anyone for change. You just went straight to Brian. You were like, excuse me, he has to ask you something. That was hilarious. You were like, I'm not asking anyone for any change. I don't give a damn how old we are. I don't care how old we are. I'm not asking for change. You're going to do that because you're the older brother. Oh my gosh. But that was good. That was good. And I've never really known any ice cream trucks that have mint chocolate chip or chocolate chip. There's no vanilla, strawberry. What truck y'all going to? So that was good. That was good as well. I couldn't figure out how old you all were, but that's okay.
If they don't like chocolate chip. I don't know if we can be friends with them, Brian, if they don't like chocolate chip.
I don't.
That's true.
I said I don't know what truck. I don't know what truck would have that, but okay.
All right. So the notes I have for you, I love improv. You never know where something's gonna go. Matter of fact, I love going to shows where they do improv. It's so funny to me. What I want you guys to do, if you're ever in this predicament again, or you can do it on your own, or you can jump on Zoom and do it all the time. What you want to do in your head is tell yourself your name, your age, where you guys are, how your relationship to each other is, who's the oldest, who's the youngest, do you like each other, do you hate each other? What is the story? You need to know that so that you can portray that. And so that the audience gets who you are based on your interaction. So that was the whole point of the exercise. I want you guys to very quickly put the pieces together. And you don't need to know all the words because they're going to come out based on who you are. But tell yourself who you are right away so that the audience knows. All right. We're done with monologues. We're done with the improv. Welcome to Break a Leg Talent. We are management, and we chose to be management, and we told you why early on. Few things that we expect of you. We expect you to be professional at all times, and I mean all times. When you leave your house and you get on set, turn it on as I'm be professional till I leave here and get back in the car, or get on the train or the bus or whatever. The whole time you're there, you never know who's watching you. And they know us. They know Break a Leg Talent. So when you're there, if you're professional, they're going to want you back for something else. They call us all the time. They don't even list the project in the casting. They call us directly and go, hey, can we get Brian or can we get Justin? We got a commercial and this is what it is. So keep that in mind. Don't worry about money when you're there. That's our job, to negotiate that and collect it and pay you guys. Of course, we get 20% of whatever you make, and it doesn't come out of your pocket. We charge it to production or casting director or whoever. But when we say be professional, that means be early, like you guys were today for this meeting. Be early and be willing to stay late. Now, should you run into an issue, you're on set and you got to leave, an emergency comes up, you got a text or a call from a family member or something happens, you don't leave. You call us and let us handle it. Hey, you know, we're on call while you're on set. We're texting you, making sure everything's okay, but you'll say, hey, something just came up. I need to leave at a certain time. Let us handle that so you don't burn a bridge. That's the main thing you don't want to do, is burn a bridge. All right. If for some reason you're running late, same thing. Let us know. Matter of fact, when you're on the way to set, just a quick text. Hey, I'm on the way to set. Hey, I got the set. Hey, we at lunch. Hey, we wrapped. That's just, you know, it might sound like kiddie-ish, but it covers the basis. Jacqueline?
Well, geez, you just about said almost everything that I was thinking already, but that's good. The main thing is being late or being tardy is to always let us know. Whether you're on the train, you're in traffic or what have you, that is so important, because the last thing we would want to happen is casting or producers are calling us and we have no idea where you are. Or even if you know, you maybe got up late or something, we just need to know. We just need to be on point so that you all are on point. The same as when you're on set and you have an issue with production, or I don't want to say a director, but you have an issue on set and you may have to get out of it. You're not, you know, some things are not going right on set. Always contact us. Let us know so that we know how to proceed to assist you to either be on set, continue being on set, or to definitely get off of this set. So once again, you're not to burn you. Let us know that we need to do for you.
All right. And Jacqueline,
Marc,
your video was breaking up there at the end. I'll jump in now.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. So
Okay.
we're going to wrap up, guys, and we are going to send you over necessary information that you need. But the main thing you want to continue doing is taking pictures and studying your craft. The best pictures to take are lifestyle shots. So Brian, you go dress up as a doctor. Justin, you go dress up as that janitor that you were portraying. Just different roles. Maybe you're at the park with the kids, you know, whatever. Different uniforms. Maybe you go to the Five and Dime store and you see different uniforms, a nurse, doctor, cop, whatever. You want to show casting what you could be, and you capture that in a photo. They don't all have to be professional shots, but you want lifestyle shots. So in between taking professional headshots, take lifestyle shots. Take as many pictures as you can and load them to your profiles. And the same thing with videos. Every time you audition for us or wherever, you take that video and load it. We're going to load it up to your profile, and it shows your range. All right. Don't forget to slate, be cheerful, be happy, and be on time. All right. Any questions for us?
And if you don't have a cat or dog, ask somebody to borrow their cat and dog so you can go ahead and get Purina cat child commercial.
Don't do me like that. You guys have any questions, and then I'll close us out with a story.
I was going to ask. I know me being basically by New York, and I know Justin's out in LA, and I know Mark. I know you're in Atlanta there. is there, are you going to submit us to our area, or are we going to be submitted all over? And which I think at one point they asked if we're willing to travel, which I am. I'm sure Justin probably is too. But I guess that was my question: is are we submitting regionally, or is it kind of whatever is good for us? I guess.
Yep. So the answer to that question is
Oh,
we will submit you locally as you are in New Jersey. You're in the New York market. So
Right,
you
right.
submitted in that New York area. And Jersey and Philly has things going on, but the bulk of it is out of New York.
Yep.
And if you tell us you travel, we will submit you everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Right.
All right,
Cool.
Justin, any questions?
So I have an agent in Memphis that covers the Southeast, right? So if I book through them, then you get 20% of that, right?
We'll discuss that offline because I don't want people to get to misunderstand each individual. But generally speaking,
Right.
what we submit you on is what we'll get a commission on. That's the short version. We
Okay.
are management and we can work with an agent. So
How
we,
often do you do that? Do you
how
do that pretty often?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have that all the time. So it
Okay.
won't be an issue, is what I'm saying, that you have an
Okay.
agent in Memphis and they submit you for something, and do we get a commission or not? But we'll get into
Correct.
specifics on that. But the general is, don't worry about that. What we submit you for is what the commission
Okay.
that we're gonna get a commission based off what we submit you on.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Just one more question I was going to ask was that
Sure.
I know I have, Mark, your number as far as, like, I'm thinking down the line, or, if we have questions, or like you said, if we're on the set, we want to text you on the way. I have your number for that. I don't think I have Jacqueline's.
We're gonna
Would you
send
like
you
us?
all that when we
Okay,
get
okay,
off
very
this
good.
call. We're
Right.
gonna
Okay,
send
cool.
you all of that.
Cool. Thank
Yep.
you.
And Justin will be sending you a welcome packet, and it'll show you all the databases you should be in, all our contact info, and you just load up all your profiles and let us know when you're done. All right.
Alrighty. Thanks a
All
bunch.
right.
I might not get to it today because I'm
That-
work. Well,
that's
because it's
fine.
such a busy day.
Yep. As soon as you're
Okay.
done, we'll start submitting. Here's my
Okay.
story, and then we'll get on out of here. All right. This might sound crazy, but I was with an ex-girlfriend at the time, and way away from New York, probably about an hour and a half away from New York. And I got a call that says you got an audition for Purina Cat Chow, the next day. So I'm like, I don't have any clothes with me, and I got to go straight to work in New York and then to the audition. So I went to Walmart and I bought a $12.95 shirt, checkered shirt, green, black, and white. And so when I got up the morning, I had on black pants. So I just changed the pants, washed out the drawers. You know how it is. So I put the shirt on and I'm going to the audition. Now, I felt a little funny wearing a $12.95 shirt because I normally spend a little bit more on my shirts, but it's all I could do in short notice. I go to work, and on lunch, I go to the audition. The audition is a 30-minute train ride. And I work downtown on Wall Street. So I had to take the train up. And when I got there, I only got an hour for lunch. When I got there, it was a line out the building, down the stairs, out the building, and around the corner. And I'm like, there's lunch. So I jumped in line, and it moved slowly. And once I got up to the level of where the casting was, I was like, man, I really need to nail this job. So I looked in the line, and it was different people that I knew from the acting community. They had billboards, they had commercials. I mean, this was the top of the best of the best. They were booking. And so I didn't get insecure or anything. I just said, we're going to go out there and do what we do. So I get up there, and they're setting up the camera for my shot. And it's a cat. They got a cat. So they gave me the cat to get warmed up before we start shooting. And I held the cat in my arm, and I talked to him. I said, hey, man, we got to get this job. I need this money. And the cat looked at me. He was like, meow, meow. And they thought it was hilarious. They shot that for my audition as opposed to, all right, now go. They shot that. And I booked it. And it was the best highest paying print job I had ever done in my life. It was Purina Cat Chow print work. A year into it, or 6 months or so into it, they took the print work and made it a commercial, national. I was like, so the money off of that one job was crazy, off of a $12.95 shirt. But the moral of the story is, you can always go to Walmart and get your shirt, but you always need to be a prepared actor. I was prepared to do what I do, and the actors won that day, not the models. It was a modeling gig, but if you had some acting talent, that's what stood out. All right, y'all, that's our time. I'm Marc Hamm, and we got Jacqueline Kennedy, and this is Break a Leg Talent. And we thank y'all for watching this audition process to welcome our new talent. You'll see Brian Parks and Justin around. We're going to post them on social media and welcome them. And when you see their auditions, like those videos and subscribe to this page, and we'll see you soon. And if you have questions and want to be talent, go to breakalegtalent.com and pre-register, and maybe you too can be here while we're welcoming you. Brian, Justin, y'all have a great day, and don't forget, break a leg.
To break a leg.
Thanks so much. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a great one.
Have a good one,
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.